Most races, we'd like to see one good battle, wouldn't we, for a finish here, to the privilege of going through to the next round.
Well, I'm sure it's not for the lack of trying. This one is a bit tighter than some of the races we've seen on this, the first day of Henley Women's Regatta 2016. Bit of noise kicking off outside our window here as the crews approach the halfway point, and not much in this.
No, Staying still, really lengthening out their stroke, and this is the closest race of the day so far. There's nothing in it, a couple of feet as we come down past the commentary position. York City led off the start and have managed to maintain that, but it's not by much.
So are York tiring? Are Staines up in their game?
I think so. It's paid off that Staines, as I said, Staines had that longer, lower rate of striking, and they've managed to save a bit more. And now as we come into the second half, the last third of the race, they've just maintained that beautiful long stroke, and it's just inching them ahead every stroke now.
So psychologically here, they're creeping up. I think you used another term for it, but it's basically creeping up stroke by stroke. So psychologically, they feel they're gaining. And how do York feel at this point? Are they hanging? Do they think, oh, we're hanging on?
Well, they've still got a slightly higher rate of striking. They've never quite managed to settle. You know, they're still at 36. They're nearly 37 compared to Staines. You can just see the length that they're getting out to. They've done a really good job here, Staines, of holding their nerve, because when you're side by side, to actually manage to settle and keep your speed but conserve your energy is something that's really tough to do, and they've managed to do that. So now as we come into the last stages of the race, York have stayed in contention but you can see I would say they're fighting hard, whereas Staines are cruising hard.
Yeah. Well, if you knew nothing about rowing, which a lot of people say describes me, if you knew nothing about rowing and you looked here on the left-hand side with the green blade Staines, on the right-hand side York, who looks like they're having an easier time?
Well, it would be the Staines crew, wouldn't it? I mean, actually, if you saw them in isolation, you might say the York City crew were going faster because they look like they're putting in more effort.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at here with the Staines crew is the patience of them putting the blade in the water. The blades go in, there's a moment, then they push.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a bit more of with York City, there's a little bit more frantic, kind of grabbing at the water.
But it doesn't have to be pretty to win, does it?
It doesn't have to be.
It's a question of moving the boat.
But over the longer distances, I mean, this is the thing. You know, it's we're coming down now, and it was a very close race there.
That was a really good race, and well done, Staines.
And both crews held their heads, and to race side by side the whole way, that's a tough race. Well done to Staines indeed.
And well done you. Thank you very much. That Alison Mowbray was with us there. She's going off to stand at the back of the launch and do some commentating, and Alison will be with us covering Henley Women's Regatta all over the weekend. We have race number 18.